So let me ask you a question. Why is saving money so hard for people to do? Why is it so hard for you to do? And the thing is, you should save money because it's really important. I mean, it's your future we're talking about here. But a lot of people find it hard to save. I sometimes find it hard to save. And I ask myself the question, well, why didn't I save this month? What happened? Now, if that's you, you're not alone. That's a lot of people in this country, especially in the US. A lot of people have a hard time actually saving money. But why is that? Is this something we're doing wrong? Is it maybe a concept, an idea that we just haven't grasped yet that would all of a sudden unlock the hidden secrets of how to save money easily? As truthfully, it's actually more simpler than that. And in this video, I'm going to actually walk you through one of the simple concepts that you need to grasp in order to actually start saving money a lot easier and be more consistent in doing so. So let's get to it. You see, we all want to save, but the external surroundings actually encourage you to do the opposite. For example, ads encourage you to buy their products, and also even social influence also encourage you to buy products to feel like you're going to fit in or look apart or maybe stand out because you got this new gear. Now, the reality is that you're always going to constantly battle outside forces. It just comes with the territory. That's something that you're going to have to face and deal with. If you're watching my video for the first time, I'm Abdul, and I used to work as an investment advisor, working with individuals from all walks of life, individuals that just made average income to individuals that made great income and to individuals that actually had a substantial amount of wealth and individuals that just had an average amount of wealth. And they all had one thing in common. The ones that were very successful did not just know how to earn money, but they also did something that was, I would say, the key fundamental principle to have. They also knew how to properly plan financially. They had one thing in common, one thing, and that is they had a good savings habit. Now, if you don't have a good savings habit, that's okay. That's why you're watching this video, to actually improve your savings habit, to make your savings much better. And that's what I'm actually here to do, help you out with that. So let's go ahead and dive in. Now, I want to point out some problems and actually how to fix it. The first problem I want to point out is the idea that you need to actually start making a lot of money in order to start saving. That's not true. You see, the mistake that you're actually making is not building the savings habit that's going to actually allow you to be able to save a lot easier when you start making more income later on down the road. A lot of people make the mistake of saying to themselves, you know what, right now isn't the time to save. I'm going to really start saving when I make more income. Then guess what? You make more income. And guess what? You're not actually saving because you're saying to yourself, well, it's not enough income. When I start making a little bit more income, then I'll start saving. That's one of the mistakes that a lot of people make, is the idea that they actually need to make a lot of money in order to actually save. And that's a big mistake. Now, let's go on to the second problem. And I probably alluded to it a little bit in the first problem, which is focusing too much on the amount and not the habit. You see, just starting out with any amount is good enough. And that's what I actually want to encourage you with. Start off with any amount. Tell a little backstory. Right when I got out of high school, I had a simple job. I was actually door knocking. It was a sales job, working for a Windows company, and knocked on doors trying to schedule appointments for the individual to come to the house to give them consulting about, replacing their Windows. Now, it wasn't a lot of money at that time, but the amount of money that I was making, I made sure no matter what, each paycheck, I put $50 away. And it wasn't just $50 into my savings. It was actually $50 into an investment account. And at that moment in time, I said to myself, $50 may not be a lot, but I know that I'm actually building the principles and foundation that's going to actually help me start saving a lot more money later on down the road because I built the savings habit. So that's what I want to encourage you to do. Don't worry about the amount. Worry about building the habit. Start with whatever you have, whether it's $20 or $50. It doesn't matter. Now, let's move on to problem number 3. Now, here's the thing. Saving just to save may work out for some people, but in reality, the best way to actually save consistently is actually having a purpose behind it. What do I mean by that? Well, if you don't have an emergency savings fund, let that be your first savings goal. Work towards your emergency savings fund and say, you know what? I want to be able to build my emergency savings fund to $500. And you start from there and you build it by saving consistently and putting money away each paycheck that you receive until you get to that $500. And then if you say, you know what, that was pretty simple. Let me build it up a little bit more. Let me add another 500 to it. Next thing you know, within a couple of months to a year, you build it up to $1,000. And that gives you that cushion, that breathing room to say, if anything happens, okay, I got some money in the bank to deal with it. And that is a great position to be in. Another thing you can start doing, if you haven't already done it, is save with the idea of investing. Not just putting into your savings account, but actually investing it. And there's so many different investment approaches out there that you can take, and it feels so overwhelming. But here, I'll keep it simple for you. Just find a simple index fund that covers the S&P 500 and just put your money in there, and you're probably good to go. Now, of course, there are other mutual funds and other investment strategies that you can put in place, and you want to take the time to actually research and read through it. I'm probably going to be making a couple of videos regarding specifically how to invest in, let's say, index fund, or what to actually look for when you invest in an index fund or a mutual fund or an ETF, whatever it may be. I'm going to actually work on a video for you. Now, that's going to be later on down the road. Subscribe so that you don't miss out on that video. Now, those are the three main problems that a lot of people run into that actually hinder them from saving. And I want to point those three problems out for you so that you can go ahead and apply the fixes that I just walked you through. Now, if you do this, you're going to find yourself making it a lot easier for you to save money over time. And the next thing you know, you're actually building up a good savings account. So if you've been stuck in this vicious cycle of earning money, spending it, rinse and repeat, you do it over and over again without actually saving, this is your moment. Break out of it by acknowledging these three problems and also applying the fixes that I just went through with you. Now, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe and look out for my next video. And I am out.